Today's agenda will focus on four main points. First is how can you hedge against rising future price? Okay, of course, some of you may answer yes, purchase in Australia. You may know that you only can buy a new property. Okay, so when you buy a new property there, it's considered you buy off the plan projects. Okay, so this is a first pointer called off the plans. So there is an advantage of purchasing off the plans. I'm going to explain to you later. And the demand and supply at Perth at the moment is very stable, very balanced. So it will ensure that the healthy housing, residential housing and housing sector, and it ensure a very stable ecosystem. I always emphasize on ecosystem whereby demand and supply has to be stable. Okay. Consistent cash flow generation. Yeah, that is very key for property investment. Currently, very low vacancy rate in the area of 3 to 4% at the moment for residential, and it also supported by professional property management services that you can't find in Malaysia. Or if you own a property in Malaysia, probably some of you like myself, you're going to have a nightmare managing tenant. But at Australia, it assisted by very good professional management services, including tenant database search. Okay. Third, we will discuss about friendly lending environment. Okay, so whereby virtually there is no age discrimination when you were to apply for your housing loan. Some of my clients still can get 30 years housing loan, even though at the age of 60. Can you imagine that? Okay, you can't get it in Malaysia. Probably only can get 5 years up to 10 years. Yeah, so I always tell my client, some in financial planning client and some is direct purchase of property. I told them that if you were to lose your opportunity investment in Malaysia, where it Penang, KL, all those major cities in Malaysia, because now, as we all know, that the housing now is in correction mode now in KL or any part of major city in Malaysia, you can find your opportunity in Australia or at Perth. Okay, and considerably you still can get about 80% loan to value ratio. Yeah, so it's good to have that high margin of finance, or rather in Australia they call LTV. In Malaysia we call MOF, margin of finance. And yeah, something that you can't find in Malaysia, whereby you can apply for interest-only loan. So give you an additional boost for you to acquire more property. If you really want to into this property investment that you want to invest every year once or at least one unit. So interest-only loan will give you another kicker for you to invest more. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to touch a bit of brief, but not very in-depth about tax advantage, because my another colleague, Tony Ong, going to touch more about tax advantage. Okay, so I'm going to move on.
At my website, you'll find online financial seminars, which is I call webinars. I do it regularly, and also a lot of online investment and financial courses, which is conducted solely online. So I'll be waiting for you at my website at KCLau.com. I wish you have a great day. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.